आयुर्वेद स्कॉलर्स में मैं डॉक्टर रेशमा आपका सभी का स्वागत करती हूँ। आज के कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत हम भगवान धन्वंतरी जी के आशीर्वाद से करेंगे। सबसे विनती है कि वो धन्वंतरी स्तवन के लिए हाथ जोड़ के तैयार हो जाए। मेरी विद्यार्थिनी आर्या से मैं विनती करती हूँ कि वो धन्वंतरी स्तवन शुरू करेगी। ओवर टू यू आर्या।
यो विश्वं विदधाति पाति सततं संहारयत्यञ्जसा सृष्ट्वा दिव्यमौषधिश्च विविधान् दूरीकरोत्यामयान् बिभ्राणो अञ्जलिना चकास्ति भुवने पीयूषपूर्णं घटं तं धन्वन्तरि रूपमीशममरम्।
धन्यवाद आर्या। नेटवर्क इशू की वजह से कुछ प्रॉब्लम आया है। मैं चौधरी सर से विनती करूंगी कि वो आज के हमारे अतिथि जी का अ, परिचय करवाएं। ओवर टू यू सर।
हम- मेरी आवाज आ रही है सबको?
यस सर।
जी। आयुर्वेदाभ्यसनम इस हमारी आरोग्य भारती पश्चिम महाराष्ट्र आयोजित व्याख्यान श्रृंखला में आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत है। आज के हमारे इस सत्र के उद्घाटक एवं मार्गदर्शक वैद्य दीपक कुमार जी का मैं आपको अंशतः परिचय करवाता हूं। आप अखिल भारतीय वनौषधि आयाम प्रमुख है आरोग्य भारती के, तथा सदस्य हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस समिति एंड NMPB-NFSC HSSC आयुष मंत्रालय के भी आप सदस्य हैं। आप डाल्को हेल्थ केयर दिल्ली स्थित ये जो इंस्टीट्यूशन है उसके आप निर्देशक हैं। मूलतः आप अयोध्या के निवासी हैं। तो मैं वैद्य दीपक कुमार जी को आग्रह करता हूं कि वे कृपया कुछ विचार हमारे सामने प्रस्तुत करें। धन्यवाद। आपको अनम्यूट करें सर।
क्षमा चाहेंगे। तो आप आरोग्य भारती महाराष्ट्र के जो प्रांत के सभी जो आयोजन करता है, सबसे पहले मैं उनको धन्यवाद देता हूं। और कि आप लोगों ने एक आयुर्वेद अभ्यसनम करके एक विषय को सिलेक्ट करके और सभी वैद्य के बीच में ये विषय लेके जा रहे हैं। और ये विषय केवल ना केवल ज्ञानवर्धन करेगा या मार्गदर्शन का कार्य करेगा हमारे जो आने वाली पीढ़ी है वैद्यों की, बल्कि हमारे शास्त्रों में जो ज्ञान है, जो उसका उत्कृष्ट रूप में है, उसका जब मंथन होगा तो उस मंथन के द्वारा एक नए नवनीत के रूप में नया ज्ञान मिलेगा और जो समसामयिक होगा। और हमारे समसामयिक होने के कारण से हम लोगों को न केवल वैद्य गणों के लिए उपयुक्त होगा, बल्कि समाज में जो समस्याएं हैं, जो आज के आधुनिक युग के अनुरूप जो समस्याएं हैं, उनके अनुरूप उसको समाधान ढूंढने में सहायक होगा। तो मैं इसके लिए सबसे पहले अपने जितने भी ये कार्यकर्ता अपने लगे हैं, इसमें डॉक्टर चेतन जी और डॉक्टर जितने भी हमारे महाराष्ट्र प्रांत के कार्यकर्ता सभी लगे हैं, सभी का मैं इसके लिए धन्यवाद करता हूँ। और इसमें मैं एक थोड़ी सी अब मैं इसमें जुड़े हैं, तो मैं आरोग्य भारती के और कुछ विषय के अनुसार मैं आपको थोड़ी सी जानकारी भी आप लोगों को देना चाह रहा हूँ। आयुर्वेद के जो वैद्य लोग हैं, विशेषकर उनके लिए मैं आपको बताना चाह रहा हूँ, अभी ये बहुत अच्छा समय आने वाला है। आप सभी के जो भविष्य है आयुर्वेद के माध्यम से बहुत ही अच्छा मुझे जो दिख रहा है, उज्जवल भविष्य दिख रहा है। क्योंकि बहुत दिनों तक हमारा आयुर्वेद जो शाश्वत तो हमारे यहाँ हमेशा बताया गया है, और वो शाश्वत का परिभाषा हम लोग ने केवल पढ़ा था, लेकिन उसकी जो डिफिनीशन हमें बहुत दिनों बाद समझ में आई, ये क्योंकि हमारा आयुर्वेद ही एक ऐसा चिकित्सा विज्ञान है जो कि प्रकृति आधारित है। और ये भी कहा गया है कि प्रकृति ही आरोग्य कारणम, मतलब प्रकृति ही श्रेष्ठ चिकित्सक है। तो अगर कोई भी श्रेष्ठ चिकित्सक जो प्रकृति के अनुकूल जो भी होता है, वही सस्टेनेबिलिटी का कारण बनता है। तो कहने का तात्पर्य ये हुआ कि जो हमारा ये अगर विकास को भी अगर देखना है तो उसको भी प्रकृति के अनुकूल होना चाहिए। तो जितनी भी चीजें हमारी जो चिकित्सा व्यवस्था है आयुर्वेद की, ये पूर्णतया प्रकृति आधारित है। तो इस प्रकार से मानव के लिए भी कल्याणकारी है, और हमारे किसी भी राष्ट्र के लिए भी उसका जो विकास का मॉडल होगा वो प्रकृति के आधारित होगा ही, तभी वो अच्छा कल्याणकारी होगा। विशेष करके मुझे ज्यादा इसमें आप लोग आयुर्वेद के मंथन करेंगे, उसके बारे में ज्यादा चर्चा ना करते हुए मैं संक्षेप में कुछ जानकारियां देना चाहूंगा। क्योंकि मैं इसमें दो तीन नीति निर्धारक उसमें जैसे हमें जानकारी मिलती रहती है तो मंत्रालय से, तो वो जानकारी जो कि हमें अपने उज्जवल भविष्य को निर्माण करने में सहायक होगा, मैं एक दो पॉइंट उसको जरूर ध्यान दिलाना चाहता हूँ। सबसे पहले मैं निवेदन करना चाहूंगा कि अपने जितने भी वैद्यगण हैं वो पूर्णतः अब वैद्य के रूप में आयुर्वेद की पूर्णतः चिकित्सा करने का प्रयास करेंगे। क्योंकि अभी शीघ्र ही जल्दी ही जो आयुर्वेद चिकित्सा है ये पूर्णतः आयुष्मान भारत योजना में आने वाला है, पीएमजेवाई में, प्रधानमंत्री जन आरोग्य योजना में। तो जब ये आरोग्य योजना में हमारा क्या ये योजना में आ जाएगा, तो हमारे भी जितने भी वैद्यगण हैं वो जैसे भी आधुनिक चिकित्सा विज्ञान के लोग पेशेंट को ट्रीटमेंट देते हैं और उनका क्लेम पेशेंट ले लेते हैं, तो उसका लाभ उठा सकेंगे। तो मैं ये बताने में मुझे हर्ष हो रहा है, क्योंकि ये सबसे पहले जब हम लोग यहाँ पर थे 2010 से, तब शुरुआत किया गया था संघर्ष, मतलब इसकी कि कैसे आयुर्वेद के लोगों को अपना सेल्फ सस्टेनेबल, वैद्य लोगों को भी इसको मतलब उनका फायदा मिले। तो वो आरोग्य भारती का एक बहुत बड़ा इसमें सहयोग रहा है। तो उसके कारण से हमें आरोग्य भारती की बात से मंत्रालय पर भी उसका प्रभाव पड़ा, और उसको भी विषय को भी बहुत स्तर पे लिया गया है। तो इस प्रकार से क्योंकि निरंतर प्रधानमंत्री जन आरोग्य योजना में लाने का प्रयास किया गया है, तो ये आ रहा है। तो मैं ये चाहूंगा सबसे पहले हमारे आरोग्य भारती के जितने भी कार्यकर्ता हैं, जो वैद्यगण हैं, जो भी इससे जुड़े हैं, वो अपने जल्द जो पीजी कर रहे हैं, वो विशेष रूप से जो यूजी में कर रहे हैं, वो आने वाला की योजना बना लें, और शीघ्र ही एक अपना स्वयं का एक आयुर्वेद चिकित्सा केंद्र, वो दोनों रूप में हो सकता है, डे केयर के रूप में भी हो सकता है या हॉस्पिटल के रूप में भी हो सकता है, उसकी योजना भी बनाएं। और अगर योजना बनाते हैं तो निश्चित तौर पे अब पहले जैसा नहीं रहेगा कि केवल आपको सिर्फ मरीज, अब उसमें आपको सरकारी सहयोग को भी पूर्ण रूप से मिलने का संभावना है। तो निश्चित तौर पे आपका लोगों को ये एक बहुत बड़ा उपलब्धि होने वाली है, और जल्दी ये सारी चीजें हो चुकी हैं, जल्दी ही आने को है। और सीजीएचएस में तो ये आ ही गया है। और मुझे अभी बताने में ये भी खुशी हो रही है कि जो सीजीएचएस की नई गाइडलाइंस आ चुकी है, जिसमें आयुर्वेदिक हॉस्पिटल पूरे अभी तक केवल दिल्ली एनसीआर के लिए लागू था, लेकिन अब ये दिल्ली एनसीआर से लेके पैन इंडिया में लागू हो चुका है। तो पैन इंडिया लागू होने से महाराष्ट्र के भी प्रांत के और जितने पूरे भारत के आप जितने लोग भी हैं, सभी लोग अगर आप जितने भी हॉस्पिटल खोलते हैं, आप उसको अपने क्षेत्र के, जैसे वहां पर दिल्ली मुंबई में होगा तो पुणे में आयुर्वेद का जो एडीएम, वहां से भी आप लोग संपर्क कर सके, तो उस टाइप का भी हम इसमें अपना विकास कर सकते हैं। तो आरोग्य भारती में जैसे कहते हैं ना, हम लोग कार्यकर्ता का विकास भी करना होता है। तो ये इस प्रकार से हमारे जो वैद्य गण हैं वो अपने आयुर्वेद के माध्यम से समाज की सेवा करने में और ज्यादा योगदान दे सकेंगे, और अपना स्वयं का भी विकास कर सकेंगे, और अपने विकास के साथ वो संगठन के भी विकास में अच्छा योगदान दे सकेंगे। तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि ये छोटी सी जानकारी आपको दिया हूँ, और विषय तो और भी हैं, लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि हमें ज्यादा न लेते हुए, जो इतना अच्छा योजनात्मक तरीके से जो महाराष्ट्र प्रांत कर रहा है, मुझे लगता है कि ये एक लैंडमार्क स्थापित करेगा। और आने वाले समय में पूरे भारत के लिए हम लोग सभी आरोग्य भारती के कार्यकर्ताओं का एक सीखने का माध्यम होगा। और निश्चित तौर पर ये ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म का अच्छा सदुपयोग भी है, और अपना सदुपयोग, और इसके माध्यम से हम लोग को भी इसकी जो मैं एक निवेदन करना चाहूंगा अपने यहाँ से, कि जो नूतन निकले यहाँ से, वो थोड़ी सी जानकारी हम लोग को भी दीजिएगा, कि जिससे हम लोग और आप लोगों की भी जो भी समस्याएं हो वैद्य के रूप में, और वो तो जानकारी हम लोग को मिलेगी, तो निश्चित तौर पे उसको हम लोग पॉलिसी लेवल पे क्या उसका समाधान हो सकता है, उसको दूर करने का प्रयास करेंगे। तो मैं इसी निवेदन के साथ, और आप सभी को जो भी हमारे इस कार्यक्रम में जो संचालिका और जितने भी हमारे वैद्यगण इसके पीछे से इसको सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, जो आयोजित कर रहे हैं, मैं उनका अपने हृदय से आभार प्रकट करते हुए आप सभी वैद्यगणों को मेरा सादर नमन करता हूँ। नमस्कार। भारत माता की जय।
धन्यवाद सर। आज के हमारे कार्यक्रम की उद्घाटन हो गया है, ऐसे में सर की ओर से घोषित करती हूँ। आज के हमारे वक्ता, जब परिचय में करवाना चाहूंगी, आज के हमारे वक्ता है डॉक्टर चेतन एम। सर ने AL राव मेमोरियल मेडिकल कॉलेज कोपा से BMS किया है। डॉक्टर BNM रूरल आयुर्वेदिक कॉलेज बीजापुर से आयुर्वेद संहिता इस विषय में सर ने MD किया है। लगभग 15 साल से सर शैक्षणिक क्षेत्र में है। सर प्रोफेसर SDM कॉलेज ऑफ आयुर्वेद एंड हॉस्पिटल हसन में प्रोफेसर संहिता विभाग के पद पर कार्यरत है। लगभग 19 पब्लिकेशंस के साथ सर ने 12 पेपर पब्लिश किए हैं। सर हैज गाइडेड 17+ students for their post graduation work. Also, sir has conducted a health survey of more than 20 schools under the RSS Bijapur. Has undergone reorientation program in Thrissur, Kerala. Sir has completed course on training technology for AYUSH faculty members held in NIHFW, New Delhi. Sir has served as PG welfare officer during 2013 to 14. Also, sir has participated in lesson planning and teaching methodology workshop for Ashtang Hruday Padarth Vigyan, Charak Samhita first part and second part, held in SDM Hassan, SDM Udupi, as well as SDM Bangalore. Sir has served as UG welfare officer during 2017 to 2018. आज का हमारा टॉपिक है सामान्य विशेष सिद्धांत। मैं सर से विनती करना चाहूंगी कि सर आज के सेशन की शुरुआत करें। ओवर टू यू सर।
Thank you, madam. Before I start, I shall thank Arogya Bharati, organizing team, national team, Dr. Ashok Varshni, and Dr. Rakesh Pandit, President, Dr. Sunil Joshi, General Secretary. So, Paschim Maharashtra Prant, Dr. Vinayak D. Kulkarni, President, Dr. Santosh Ghatne, Secretary, and coordinators, Dr. Reshma Kumar Madam, as well as Dr. Dhyanesh Joshi. And previously, Dr. Manoj Kumar Chaudhary sir has spoken here. And I also thank him, and we know each other. Maybe in future also we will be connected in a good way. And this program, Ayurveda Abhyasanam, I learned that this is national level online lecture series, especially concentrating on BMS and PG scholars, and keeping in view of those UG scholars who are going to face examination in next year, maybe probably February, March. So keeping that in mind, and probably they are in the third term, and keeping that in mind, so I am starting, I thought about presenting Samanya Vishesha Siddhanta, as well as it will be more or less useful for PG scholars also, because it includes the commentaries and various other views. So let me start. Let me share my PPT. Is the PPT visible? PPT visible? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So let me go through. First of all, Samanya Vishesha Siddhanta. The content of my presentation is Samanya and Vishesha as per Darshana, Samanya and Vishesha as per Ayurveda, application of Samanya Vishesha in Ayurveda. So this will be the core content of my presentation. First, let us jump into the Padarthas accepted by Vaisheshika Darshana, because Samanya and Visheshas are the Padarthas. So in Vaisheshika Darshana it is told Dharma Vishesha Prasutad Dravya Guna Karma Samanya Vishesha Samavayanam Padarthanam Sadharmya Vaidharmyabhyam Tattvajnana Nishreyasa. So Vaisheshika has viewed that learning this Dravya Guna Karma Samanya Vishesha Samavaya, all these 6 Padartha, so one can have Tattvajnana, and by using that Tattvajnana they can reach to moksha. So with this view, they have explained these 6 Padarthas in detail. So their view was metaphysical. They wanted to view this entire universe. How many, what are the contents of this universe? Various dravyas are there, and in those dravya guna karmas are present. And how to learn these dravya guna karma with the help of Samanya Vishesha Samvaya. So that was their view. So moving further, so Vaisheshika Sutras say that Samanyam Vishesham iti buddhi apeksham. So buddhi apeksham means, just a minute. So buddhi apeksham, it is intelligent based, it is conceptual based. Samanya Vishesha are conceptual based. And they Dravya Guna Karma do have real existence, as well as Samanya Vishesha Samvaya do have conceptual or intelligent based existence. So what comes to our mind when we say Samanyam? Samanam Bhavaha Samanyam. So generality or commonness, or usually whatever is common, whatever is general, so we take under that Samanya. So in other words, equality in terms of Dravyataha, Gunataha, Karmataha is called as Samanya. So according to Darshana, it is referred as Jati. It can be a class, a sector, or group of items having similar characteristic features can be thought of. When we go to Samanya Lakshana as per Darshana, we see this Nityam, Ekam, Aneka Anugatam Samanyam, Tarka Sangraha, as per Tarka Sangraha, the Navya Nyaya system. So they say like this, Nityam, Ekam, Aneka Anugatam. Though it is conceptual, so various things can be applied in real life also, as well as in the sciences like Ayurveda also. But here it is viewed from the angle of Jati. So what is Nitya? Nityam means eternal. So all Jatis are eternal. For example, Manushya Jati, Gotva Jati, like this. And Ekam, one. So there can be chance for only one Samanya. So just like Manushyatva Jati. So the number of Manushya, the number of persons may vary, increase or decrease. But there will be one Manushyatva. So because it is conceptual. So like this Ekam, Aneka Anugatam. So there is a rule that whenever we say Samanya, it should be present in many. So just for example, I will take Akasha. If you say Akashatva, it is present in only Akasha. So we can infer that Manushyatva is present in many substances. Whereas Akashatva, if you say like that, it is present in only one. So keeping in that one, so this rule applies Aneka Anugatam. So Nityam Ekam Aneka Anugatam Samanyam. Samanya, which should be Nitya, eternal. Samanya or Manushyatva will never die. Like this, you can think of. Ekam, it should be one, as well as should be present in Aneka Anugatam. Minimum to maximum any number. Then, for example, Gotva is Samanya for all cows which are present, irrespective of color, shape, age, etc. It is applicable to all the cows which are present. It may be in any irrespective of any country, irrespective of white color, brown color, black color, like this. So another reference we get it from Charaka Sutrasthana in the Dirganjiviti Adhyaya, Tulyartatahi Samanyam. Tulya Bodhaka Gnana is also, which conveys the similarity, which is well known to all the scholars. So some examples of Samanya, like Go, Gotva, Manushya, Manushyatva, Dravya, Dravyatva, Ghata, Ghatatva, Pata, Patatva, Guna, Gunatva, Ruksha, Rukshatva, like this, Snigdha, Snigdhatva, Eka, Ekatvam, like this. So there can be many such. If you can translate it to English, see, we can see this cowness, humanity, so potness, clothness, qualityness, dryness, oiliness. We frequently speak about this, dryness, oiliness, like this. So these all things are the examples of a Samanya. So many Dravya Samanya is there, many Guna Samanya is there, Karma Samanya can also be taught here. Then keeping that Samanya as per Darshana, one side, we'll move on to Vishesha as per Vishesha Lakshana as per Darshana. Vyavartateti Vishesha, the factor which is responsible for differentiation. So what are the chances for differentiation? So the differentiation can be with the two Samanyas, two different species. For example, Manushyatva and Gotva can be differentiated easily. So any two Jati. So difference can be with the objects of same species can also be thought of. So like this, we can learn this. Then concept of Antya Vishesha, because Vaisheshikas are those who have given this. Vaisheshikas are called by the name Vaisheshika Darshana because of Antya Vishesha. So what is meant by Antya Vishesha? When any substance is divided into the last possible division. So those substances are called as Paramanu. The name itself says Antya means end. When you keep on dividing any substance, at the end you reach to Paramanu. Between each Paramanus, there will be dissimilarity. There will be Vishesha. So they say that even between each Paramanu of similar kind, say for example, between two Paramanus of Prithvi, there exists Visheshata. They may be of the same size, same shape, but they are not, they are different from each other. So keeping this in mind, so the Vishesha is understood. So if we count like this, there will be endless Vishesha present because the Paramanus are infinite. So keeping this in mind, Antya Vishesha has been explained. So this Antya Vishesha is more or less a philosophical one. We do not use it for a large this one in Ayurveda. And then moving further, Vishesha is responsible for differentiation. It creates differentiation between two or more Dravya, two or more Guna, Karma. So wherever differentiation exists, no? So they're all, we have to think of Vishesha only. Then moving to the next. In Darshana, the primary aim to explain this Samanya and Vishesha is to understand this metaphysical world. So for that purpose, because in this world there will be so many dravya, so many guna, so many karma, how to understand this dravya, guna, karma? So we need Samanya and Vishesha. So how it is represented? It is represented as a jati and vyakti. Vyakti means individual. Jati means the class. So with this, we will move on to the Samanya. So before we move on to the Samanya, we are entering into the Samanya as explained in Ayurveda. Before we move on to that, in Dirganjiviti Adhyaya of Charaka Samhita, so we get a Padartha accepted by Ayurveda. Samanyam cha Vishesham cha Gunan Dravyani Karma cha Samavayam cha Tadnatva Tantroktam Vidhimastita. Charaka Sutra, first chapter, Dirganjiviti Adhyaya. Samanya and Vishesha are the first and second Padartha respectively. So now we will get a question here. Why Samanya and Vishesha are the first and second Padartha? In philosophy, Dravya is the first Padartha, Guna second, Karma third, fourth and fifth Padarthas are Samanya and Vishesha respectively. But in Ayurveda, we get Samanya and Vishesha as the first and second. Why it is so? Because living beings continuously expose themselves to factors like food, surrounding atmosphere, etc. So ahara, vihara will be there. They are using that. Because of that, there will be increase or decrease in bodily factors like dosha, dhatu, mala. So we learn in Ashtanga Hridaya also that in morning kapha kala, afternoon pitta kala, it is the vata, pitta, or kapha, the panchamahabhutas, they are influencing our body. The ahara is influencing body. So many factors are influencing our body. So there will be vruddhi kshaya. So when these vruddhi are kshaya, so they turn or they mingle with the dhatus or the dushyas. So then the disease will be formed. So since Ayurveda is a Chikitsa Shastra in the background, the principles of Chikitsa involves increase or decrease. So that is also been explained in the Dirganjiviti Adhyaya. Ityuktam karanam karyam dhatu samyami hochite. So dhatu samya kriya cha ukta tantrasya asya prayojanam. While explaining the prayojana of this tantra, it is told whatever we do, it is for getting the dhatu samya. And to get the dhatu samya, which are the karanas? The karanas are samanya adi padarthas. To attain this dhatu samya karya, we require this. So this is the view, background. Then moving on to the Chikitsa Siddhanta. Whether Chikitsa Siddhantas are in line with Samanya Vishesha? Yes, of course. So again, we will get this reference which says, Sutrasthana 16th chapter, it is saying that Yabhi Kriyabhir Jayante Sharire Dhatava Sama Sa Chikitsa Vikaranam Karmatat Vishajam Smritam Katam Sharire Dhatunam Vaishamyam Na Bhavediti Samanam Cha Anubandaha Syadityartham Kriyate Kriya. So the doctor or the physician, he is doing all his efforts to keep the Sharira Dhatus sama. And meanwhile, he may be doing various chikitsa, or he may be advising various patya, he may be advising nidana parivarjana, he may be doing some shamana, shodhana chikitsa. All these things are clubbed. So why he is doing? To bring the dhatu samya. So until unless the dhatu samya is achieved, his job is not over. And when dhatu samya is achieved, then he has to keep up that dhatu samya for a longer time period. So with this, we will move on to another reference, again from Charaka Sharirasthana. So we will get a reference like this. Tatra shariram nama chetana adhisthana bhutam panchamahabhuta vikara samudayatmakam samayogavahi yada hi asmin sharire dhatavo vaishamyam apadyante tada klesham vinasham va prapnoti. So this Chetanadhisthana bhuta panchamahabhuta vikara sharira So it contains various dhatu. And if Vaishamya of these dhatus happens, then klesha means difficulty will happen. And sometimes vinasha will also happen. Vinasha of the body means to say that the person may die also. Vaishamya gamanam hi punar dhatunam vruddhi gamanam. So when Vaishamya of the dhatus happens, vruddhi or rasa happens. Then what we have to do? Prakrityacha. So we have to get back into the prakriti of that. So each dhatu has its own prakriti. So because of some ahara vihara, the prakriti is lost and vikriti is attained. So then we have to reverse it back. So that is the line of treatment. So why I tell all these things? Because the fundamentals of treatment says that we have to attain this dhatu samya stage. And whenever dhatu vaishamya stage is there, we have to act immediately and we have to get the chikitsa. Tadeva tasmad bheshajam. Again, another reference from Charaka Vimanasthana. Samyak avacharyamanam yugapad nyuna atiriktanam dhatunam samyakaram bhavati adikam apakarsheti nyunam apyayet. So basically the job of the physician is to either increase or decrease. To say that increase or decrease, it is very easy. To do that in various challenging conditions, it is very difficult. Because it is not only the increase or decrease. If it is only increase or decrease, then everybody can do. So in this presentation, I will try to include such challenging things which can make us to think how this Samanya Vishesha is more applicable. So adhikam apakarshati. So whenever adhika is there, whenever excess is there, we have to cut it out. Nyunam apyayati. If it is nyuna, so certain procedures like dhatu poshana, like this, we have to increase that, make some effort to increase. So if it is more, make some effort to decrease it. So we get some shlokas from Charaka Sutrasthana, first chapter. So the two shlokas, 44th and 45th shloka, which is describing Sarvada Sarva Bhavanam Samanyam Vruddhi Karanam Rasa Hetur Visheshascha Pravrittirubhayasatu. So another shloka says Samanyam Ekatvakaram Visheshastu Pratatvakrat Tulyartata hi Samanyam Visheshastu Viparyaha. So this whatever is there in the red color, it is referring to Samanya. Whatever is there in the blue color, it is referring to the Vishesha, and that which is in the black color, Pravrittirubhayasatu. It is a concept which tries to make a connection between Samanya and Vishesha. So keeping that in mind, we shall move on to the three types of Samanya and the three types of Vishesha. Of course, if you go and learn in Darshana, we will get different other kind of Samanyas like Parasamanya, Aparasamanya, Paraparasamanya. There the intention is Parasamanya means that jati which is having more number. Aparasamanya means that jati which is having very less number. Paraparasamanya means. So this kind of view is present in Darshana. Whereas in Ayurveda explains based on Vruddhi and Hrasa. So keeping this in mind, it is told Sarvada Sarva Bhavanam Samanyam Vruddhi Karanam. Sarvada means all times. So it is told by Chakrapani as Sarvasmin Kale Nityage Avastikecha. Even in Nityaga Kala also, Samanya is responsible for Vruddhi Karana. In Avastika Kala also, Samanya is responsible for Vruddhi Karana. So we have to take in this way. Then the next one is Sarva Bhavanam. Here Bhava is referring to Dravyataha, Gunataha and Karmataha Bhava. All Bhava. It is not like only Gunataha or Karmataha Bhava or only Karmataha Bhava. It is Dravyataha, Gunataha as well as Karmataha Bhava. Samanyam Vruddhi Karanam Bhavati. I have divided this shloka into 1, 2, 3. So for the purpose of easy understanding. So Samanya is the cause for Vruddhi at all times in all the Bhava, Dravyataha, Gunataha and Karmataha Bhava, in all three Bhava. So the example which is mentioned here is mamsam mamsena vardhate. Mamsa sevana will increase the mamsa in the body. All of you might have learnt about this theory. The bhakshya mamsa or the poshaka mamsa will increase mamsa dhatu, poshya in the body. So here both are mamsa. Dravyataha mamsa is equal to mamsa. The gunas of the bhakshya mamsa, guna and karma of the bhakshya mamsa is equal to the guna and karma of the mamsa dhatu. So keeping this in mind, so Chakrapani says, Iha cha samanyasya vruddhi karanatvam iti uchyate. Natu samanyameva vruddhi karanam iti uchyate. So the increase will be seen in terms of dravyataha, gunataha, karmataha. So not in the samanya. Samanya here is mamsatva. So there is no change in mamsatva because mamsatva is conceptual. So then there will not be any question of increase in mamsatva, decrease in mamsatva. If we say like this, then that will be the wrong conception. So like whenever we talk or whenever generally Ayurveda students or scholars, they will be talking. So snigdhatva will increase, rukshatva will increase. So that should be avoided because or if you take principles, it does not allow us. Then moving on to the next one. In the same, commentator Chakrapani says, Ata eva vaisheshika api uktam. Trayanam akaryatvam akaranatvam cha iti. So atra trayanam iti samanya vishesha samavayanam. So in the same commentary it is told trayanam, samanya vishesha and samavaya are akarya and akarana. So what is this akarana and akarya? So we have to churn here. As I told in the beginning of my presentation, dravya, guna and karma do have real existence. Means we can show the dravya, we can really experience the dravya, guna, karma. Whereas samanya, vishesha and samavaya, they are conceptual. All three are conceptual. So buddhi vishesha. So keeping in this mind, so they can never become karya, they can never become karana also. So then which things will become karana and karya? The karana and karya will be dravya and guna and karma. So conceptual existence and not real existence. So that should be kept in mind. Which are those? Samanya, Vishesha and Samaya are conceptual existence, not the real existence. Yeto samanameva samanyamiti krutva dravyadhyeva samanya shabdena avidadati. So keeping the base view, that is samanam eva samanyam, the explanation is given here. Moving on to the next one, we can see this slide here. So the same example of mamsam mamsena vardhate, bhaksha rupa or bhojya rupa mamsa is giving or is increasing sharira dhatu rupa mamsa vruddhi. So if we ask this question, why the bhojya rupa mamsa is increasing the sharira dhatu rupa mamsa vruddhi, is responsible for this, then we will get a idea that absence of virodhi karana. If suppose if there is virodhi karana in between, bhojya rupa mamsa could have not resulted in sharira dhatu rupa mamsa vruddhi. So keeping in this mind, everywhere we have to apply this. When we apply this, because many instances will come in future, in next few coming slides, I have tried to present some examples where we will not get like this. Okay, so moving on to the next one, in the same commentary it is told yato na samanyam mamsatvadi jati rupam ruddho karanam bhavati tata hi sati samanyam mamsat rupam yatha vardhake bhojya rupe mamse asti tatha sharira dhatu rupe vardhaniyo api asti. Jati rupa vruddhi is not happening, instead it is vruddhi in terms of dravyataha, gunataha, karmataha. As it is explained earlier, mamsatvadi jati, there is no change. But there will be change in mamsa dravyataha, mamsa change will be there. Gunatha mamsa will be, there will be change. Karmatha also, there will be change. Then moving on to the next type of samanya, that is guna samanya. The shloka says samanyam ekatvakaram, which says that factor which is responsible for the sense of uniformity, ekatva buddhi janaka. So, or ekata in aneka bhava. So it creates oneness in many. Even among different dravya, because of particular guna present in them, the oneness feeling is created. For example, among different cows, having different color, living in different areas, etc. So many differences. Even among them, the ekata bhava is, ekatva buddhi is generated. So we can also use for example, Indianness. We are all Indians and we feel Indianness because of, irrespective of our what area, irrespective of our language, culture, religion, ethnicity, so many things. There are so many differences, but still we feel ekatva buddhi. Similar is the case here. Guna samanya, dravya will be different, but gunas are same. So the same example is told here. Payaha shukrayoho binna jatiyo rapi madhuratwadi samanyam tatra ekata karoti. Chakrapani says like this. Paya and shukra, milk and shukra, semen. Dravyataha both are different, but gunataha samanata is present. So what are the gunataha samanya? Madhura, snigdha, shukla, guru, etc. So same gunas are present in milk also and semen also. So whenever paya sevana is there, shukra vruddhi is seen. So this example makes us to think that even though dravyataha samanata is not there, gunataha samanata is there, then also we can increase. So if only dravyataha samanya is applied and gunataha and other types of samanya is not applicable, then it will be very difficult for us. So whenever we are trying to search any treatment, then we will find out the gunas. If those gunas are deficient, less, then we will act immediately and we will try to fulfill that guna. For example, in our body, guna is dominated, means to say that snigdha guna is very less. So then we think that, okay, snigdha guna has to be increased. Then we will be in search of those snigdha guna yukta dravya like vasa, majja, grita, taila, etc. So furthermore, so we can think like this. For example, amalaki is having amladi rasa. Actually, it should result as pittakara, because amladi rasa should increase the pitta as per rule. But so there is something which is present in the amalaki, that is shishiratva prabhava, shita guna. This shita guna will overpower the amladi rasa action and will result as a pittahara. So that means that the presence or absence of virodhi karana makes a lot of sense. So if there is absence, then the action will be taken in an appropriate way. If there is presence, then the action will be hampered. So we can relate so many theories. Just for example, not to the guna samanya. Generally speaking, we can think of the concept of vikara vighatakara bhava prati vishesha, so which is told in prameha nidana. So we can apply in various places. So moving on to the further next one, karma samanya. So the third type of samanya is karma samanya, where it is defined as tulyartata hi samanyam, tulyartha bodhaka gnana, equality among different substances. In what sense? In the sense of karma. And then the sense of similarity in terms of karma is there. So there can be a lot of examples like dhavana. By doing dhavana karma, vata vruddhi will be there. By doing divasapna, kapha vruddhi will be there. So all those viharaja karma, which are going to increase any dosha, any factor. So they're all we can think of samanya, karma samanya. So vata is having a simple reasoning can be given here. Vata is having chalana karma, by dhavana karma, vata vriddhi is observed. Like this, kapha can also be inferred here or can be reasoned here like this. So this is about the samanya, the three types of samanya, dravya samanya, guna samanya, and karma samanya. So moving on to the next one, that is Vishesha. The first one is Dravya Vishesha. It is told Sarvada Sarva Bhavanam Rasa Hetur Visheshascha. So we should never think that only Rasa Hetur Visheshascha is applicable. We have to relate this Sarvada Sarva Bhavanam also here. Sarvada as told in the Dravya Samanya. Sarvada means all times. Sarva Bhavanam here also Dravyataha, Gunataha, Karmataha. Hrasa is going to happen. Kshaya is going to happen in all the three bhava. So Dravyataha, Gunataha, Karmataha, Bhava, the Kshaya is going to happen. So example is Gaveduka and Mamsakshaya. Here the Dravya is also different. Karma is also different. Guna is also different. So Gaveduka is not equal to Mamsa. Dravyataha. So Mamsakshaya is absurd. It is not mandate here, but the example is like this. Mandate in the sense all you take any two dissimilar dravya and you cannot climb here. So and the second example is Kshara Prayoga and Mamsakshaya. Kshara is not equal to Mamsa Dravyataha, and Kshara is having a different guna and karma. Mamsa is having different guna karma. They do not match each other. So these are the two perfect examples for Dravya Vishesha. So moving on to the similar kind of understanding here, Gaveduka is leading to Mamsakshaya. Because of the presence of Virodhi Karna, there is opposition of Mamsa by Gaveduka. So as both share asamana bhava in terms of Dravya Guna Karma, so naturally there will be Virodhi Karna more and resulting in Mamsakshaya. Then the next one is Guna Vishesha. The second, the Vishesha type is Guna Vishesha. Visheshastu Pratakvakrit, from the same similar references of Samanya and Vishesha. It is responsible for differentiation among the various bhava padartha. So the dravya which share pratakta bhava because of their guna vishesha, they cause hrasa or kshaya. We know this in a plentiful of examples. Ayurveda, in Ayurveda, we give lot of such examples. For example, Shunti, Pippali, they are having Ushna guna. If there is a Shita guna yukta disease is there, then we are going to use Ushna guna like this. So many of the Ayurveda principles, many of our treatment is based on the Guna Vishesha Siddhanta. For example, Vata is having Ruksha, Shita, Laghu, Khara, etc. gunas. Even in the Samhitas, we get Viparita Gunaihi Dravyaihi. We have to choose such dravyas which are opposite to the Vata. So then Marutaha Samprashamiti. So it is going to decrease or it is going to get cured. Similar is the case with the Pitta, Sasneham, Ushnam, Tikshnam, etc. gunas are there. Viparita Gunaihi, Pitta Dravyehi, Ashu Prashamyati. Viparita gunas are also to be used here also. Similar is the case with Kapha, Guru, Shita, etc. gunas are there. Shleshmana Prashamam Yanti. Shleshma Prashamana happens because of the usage of Viparita Guna Yukta Dravya. Here Dravya is not Samanya. Dravya is not Samana. But Guna is Samana. Guna is opposite, Vishesha. So by using this, we will do the treatment. And most used in various places by the physician is Guna Vishesha. Moving on to the next one, Karma Vishesha. Visheshastu viparyaya, it is the opposite entity of Samanya. So it is the cause for rasa. We have to, whenever we are learning karma vishesha, we should remember the karma samanya a little bit, and then we should proceed further. It is told tulyartha hi samanyam visheshastu viparyaya, one line shloka. So it is tulyartha hi samanya in samanya, karma samanya. Visheshastu viparyaya, opposite of that means atulyartha. We have to remember here. Atulya means which is not equal. So where equalness to be calculated, it is the karma, viparita karma. The examples can be the same examples, but it is opposite dosha. Dhavana karma will decrease the kapha, and vata having chalana karma, by dhavana karma, kapha hrasa kshaya is observed. So similarly, divasupna, vata hrasa kshaya. So we observe that divasupna is indicated for those durbala patients, etc. Why? Because in the daytime, if they are too much debilitated or too much diseased condition, chronic disorders, etc. So we can think of advising them divasupna. Or why the reason behind that is kapha is achala. So by divasupna, vata hrasa or kshaya is observed. Dhavana and divasupna are the karma which are responsible for vata kshaya and kapha kshaya. So usually tiredness is there just by taking rest, it will be over there. So and then as I told earlier, pravritti ubhayasya concept is also there here. Pravritti means karma, ubhayasya of samanya and vishesha to sharira sambandha. So when this samanya and vishesha is going to act, so this samanya and vishesha is going to act whenever sharira sambandha is there. So then naturally there will be a question in our mind, what is this sharira sambandha? Sharira sambandha means, say for example, if there is a patient, the patient has rukshata. So we have to decrease the rukshata. We have taila in our hand. If you do not apply that, or if you do not make the person to drink that taila, then of course this samanya or vishesha is not going to work there. So keeping this in mind, the karma or action of samanya vishesha is with sharira only. So the vruddhi or rasa is applicable in sharira only. So these are all examples what we are giving here. So whenever it is applied in sharira, then only this vruddhi or rasa is going to happen. Both vruddhi or rasa we are talking about. So the mamsa vruddhi or shukra vruddhi or vata vruddhi or mamsa kshaya, guna kshaya or karma kshaya. So they are happening in our sharira. So with this background, we have to think that yugapat, simultaneously the action of samanya and vishesha is happening. So it is just like a weighing scale. If you have looked into the weighing scale, no, so on one side you will put the this 1 kg weight. On the other side, whatever you want to weigh, no, you are putting there. So you remove from the substance, it will go up. So similar is the thing here. So if needed, we have to add up and make it equilibrium. So like this, by mamsa sevana, kapha vruddhi is happening and vata kshaya is also happening. So the action of samanya and vishesha is happening. Mamsatva vruddhi or kshaya is not happening as it is samanya vishesha. So by samana bhava, vishesha bhava in terms of dravya guna karma, the vruddhi or kshaya is observed. So these all things are already told, samanya and vishesha. So they are responsible for increase or decrease. So to what level the vruddhi or kshaya is to be done, or is to what level it is required. So when mamsa kshaya is there, mamsa sevana is advised till normalcy is observed. It is not like, so that by then, from then onwards, mamsa sevana should be avoided, not like that. So the disease condition or the kshaya condition is over, like that we have to think. So shukra kshaya is there, then kshira sevana is advised. when the normalcy is observed, then the person can leave it. So Grishma Rutu or Durbala, Divaswapna is advised till the normalcy is observed. So like this, every place Kshara Prayoga till Mamsa Vruddhi is lost. Langana till Ati Brahmana is lost. So we have, because we are going to balance it. So we should never reach Vruddhi also, we should never reach Kshaya also. So like if some Vruddhi is there, then we should not apply Vishesha and make it Kshaya. Similarly, if Kshaya is there, we should not apply Samanya and we should make it Vruddhi. So we should be in between. That is Dhatu Samya stage. When Dhatu Samya stage is advised, we can withdraw the medicine or all other things. Ahara, Vihara, etc. can be withdrawn. We can think that the treatment is over. So the application of Samanya Vishesha for Dikshaya in Sharira for attainment of Arogya, that's Samhita, as I told earlier. Both Samanya and Vishesha are required for us to maintain the harmony. Both are to be used and in their required proportion. So it is just as if, suppose, I can give you a common example. Suppose we are riding a bike and we are using accelerator, brake. Accelerator is just like a Samanya and the brake is just like a Vishesha. And wherever we require, we put accelerator. And wherever we feel that the vehicle is has to be stopped, we put brake. Similar is the case. When it is not required, if you accelerate, then there will be accident. Whenever not required, you put brake. Then also there can be accident or other consequences. So we should think in this way, just like how we maintain many things. Similar is the case here. Maintaining that Dhatu Samyata is the challenging task for the physician. So by gross, by considering all the things what we have learned till now. So if we try to make the difference between Samanya and Vishesha, Samanya is Ekatva Karaka, Vishesha is Bhinna Karaka. Samanya is responsible for Vruddhi Karana, Vishesha is responsible for Rasa Karana. Then Samanya is Nitya, Eka, Aneka Samaveta, whereas Vishesha is Nitya, Eka Samaveta. Because it is present only in one, only in that Dravya, or only in that Dravya, Guna or Karma. Then the fourth difference is Nitya Dravyashri. Samanya is present in Nitya Dravyashri. So Vishesha is present in Sarva Dravyashri. Actually, this portion, Nitya Dravyashri, Sarva Dravyashri, it is from the philosophical view. And then moving on to the fifth one, Sadrushya Bhava, Vaidrushya Sadrushya Bhava is from the Samanya and Vaidrushya Bhava is from Vishesha. So the very important part is application in Ayurveda. So because we get a lot of things. So our students or UG students, they will think that, sir, we read this, okay, if we want increase, we will use Samanya. If we want decrease, we will use Vishesha, sir. Even if we don't explain this Samanya Vishesha, we are doing this. So nothing special in this. Even like, for example, my students used to ask this question, like the other science students, just for example, modern medicine students. Do you think they are not using this, sir? They are not using the Samanya and Vishesha? Of course. They are also using this Samanya and Vishesha. This is a Sarvatandra Siddhanta. So it is just like mathematics. For example, if in mathematics 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 always. So there is no question of even 1.9 also. There is no question of 2.1 also. 1 plus 1 is always 2. Not even 0.5 increase or decrease. So because it is a Siddhanta. So just like that, so we have to apply this Samanya and Vishesha Siddhanta and understand our science in a very better way. So while we apply this Samanya Vishesha Siddhanta, we should also apply other Siddhantas like Karyakarana Siddhanta and Parinama Siddhanta, like this. So many other Siddhantas should also be incorporated for a better understanding. So moving on to the next one, Ayurveda is a Chikitsa Shastra, increase of body factors. So many body factors are there, like calcium is there, vitamins are there, HP percentage is there. Like this, so many factors are, bodily factors are there. And even there, we can observe something. For example, HB or blood parameters, there will be a range given there. So there will be a highest range, there will be the lowest range. So just for example, if think that HB percentage should be anywhere between 12 to 14. So then this 12 to 14 is decided based on the large population study. For example, they will take some 10,000 people's blood sample and they will take the HB percentage and they will calculate, okay, this should be the range. 12 to 14 is normal. So below 12 or above 14, we have to think what are the clinical conditions. So below 12 means we generally what we do, we try to increase that HB percentage. So how to do that HB percentage increase? So HB percentage increase can be, if it is very severe, what we will do? So we will go for Dravya Samanya, like blood transfusion. If it is a little like 10, 9, 11, like this, we will try and search such medicines. Or in certain cases, no, we will not given even medicines and we may ask them to go for taking or having in their diet only. So changes in the diet can also increase the HB percentage. So like this, so we can think of the other things like vitamin decrease is there. We can go for or giving those ahara which can increase them, like calcium. In the similar way, various other factors should be understood. So moving on to the clinical applications, all diseases. So we get Samanya Chikitsa Sutra and Vishesha Chikitsa Sutra. So just for example, in Vatavyadi, Samanya Vatavyadi Nidana, then if it is a separate one, then Vishesha Nidanas are told, Vishesha Samprapti is told, Vishesha Chikitsa is told. For example, Gridrasi, Vishesha Chikitsa is told. So where Samanya Chikitsa is applied, where Vishesha Chikitsa is applied. So it is based on the physician's decision. Again, here also Samanya Vishesha is applied. Samanya Chikitsa Sutra is for the stage wise based on the disease, nature of treatment. Or Vishesha Chikitsa Sutra, it is based on aiming for particular dosha. Just for example, if Pitta or Kapha dosha is involved, Anubandha, they are getting involved in that disease. Based on that, or condition-based chikitsa, we are going to incorporate these things. So similar is the case with the Shadupakrama, Brahmana, Snehana, Stambhana. So we are thinking based on guna, like for example, Snehana. So we want this Sneha guna or Snigdha guna, like this. So in all Shadupakramas, our thinking is based on Samanya Vishesha Siddhant. So there can be a lot of such examples. If I can say, or if I can narrate the application of Samanya Vishesha, it will be too much. So I have tried to list some of them. Say for example, Nidana Sevana is leading to dosha. Kala Artha Karmana, Kala Artha Karma, these three factors, they act as Nidana. So they increase or decrease, they are responsible for dosha prakopa. And when dosha prakopa will happen, roga utpatti will be there. So vega dharana, dosha prakopa, vega dharana is a karma. This karma will result in dosha prakopa in the body. So, and if I can go to the next one, that is Chaya Prakopa Prashamana of the various doshas according to the Rutus. So there will be changes in the dosha, Chaya of the dosha, Prakopa of the dosha, Prashamana of the dosha, like this. So similar is the case with the dosha dhatumala, Vriddhikshaya Lakshanas are explained in our Samhita. So these Vriddhikshaya Lakshanas we are learning, we are by hearting Vata Vriddhi Lakshana, Vata Kshaya Lakshana, like this. So they are all for our understanding, background understanding of Samanya Vishesha. So Dinacharya, we are applying this Dinacharya. So application of Vishesha in many places. Just for example, we are doing Vyayama. And what is the result of doing Vyayama? Or what is the result of doing Vishesha? Nasya. Like this. Many such concepts we try to apply based on the Samanya Vishesha, based on of our understanding of Samanya Vishesha Siddhanta. Rutucharya, it is application of Vishesha. For example, in Shita Rutu, we try to cover ourselves. We try to protect our body temperature. So, like this. If it is in summer, then we are going to take a lot of lot of water items or juices because there will be a lot of sweating, like this. So we are trying to apply the Samanya Vishesha in wherever it is possible. So similarly, Vyadhi Chikitsa Siddhantas are based on the Samanya or Vishesha. So Dosha Upakrama as it is explained in our Samhitas, Vatasya Upakrama, Pittasya Upakrama, Kafasya Upakrama, they are all based on the Vishesha. For example, Vatasya Upakrama, Sneha, Sweda, etc. is told. They are all opposite to the Vata Gunakarmas. Similar is the Panchakarma Chikitsa. So we have Basti, Vamana, Virechana. So whenever we are trying to understand Vamana, so we understand that it is Kafahara Chikitsa. So how it is Kafahara based on this Vishesha. Kapha is more there, then we are trying to remove that, like this. Shita or Ushna Chikitsa and Rukshana or Snehana Chikitsa, Brahmana or Langana Chikitsa, like this. All other types of Chikitsa and Chikitsa Sutras are based on the Samanya Vishesha. So if I go further, we can understand that all these vitamins. So it is in modern science also, we are trying to learn this. Vitamin A causes light blindness, xerophthalmia. So like this, B6, B12, B1, B3, B2, B3, all these are having deficiency disorders. So whenever they are not fulfilled in our body, then we have to supplement or either through food or through the medicine. Similar is the case here also. So many micronutrients is also required for our body, magnesium, potassium, all these things are required. Zinc, iron, are all to be supplied if it is deficient. So, and I can go to certain examples here, principles of treatment. Gurucha atarpanam, stule viparitam hitam krishe, yavagodhuma ubayoho tadyogya hita kalpanam. So it is told that Gurucha atarpanam. So this is a treatment modality for Brahmana cases. Here, what is happening in Stula Purusha? In that Stula Purusha, Guru Dravya is used. The reason behind that is Stula Purusha is having more Agni. If you try to use Laghu Dravya, then those Laghu Dravya will be easily digested because of Tikshnagni. And the person is requiring another food maybe sometime after taking the previous food. We have to avoid that. So look here, we are trying to modulate. So we are trying to select Guru Dravya, which will not do Brahmana. So if those Guru Dravyas are available, so then that will be a very good treatment for the person who is fatty, for stula. So here a middle way is adopted. Traditionally, if we speak, Guru Dravyas are responsible for doing Brahmana. Traditionally, if we speak, Laghu Dravyas are responsible for Langhana. In already Stula patient, Brahmana patients, we are about to do Langhana. So if we think like this, so then we are trying to make a middle way out of it. So then the example 2. So here in the previous example also we can really relate the Samanya Vishesha in a very better way. So tarhi brahmanasya vataladye yada jvaradi vyadhilangana sadhyo jayate tada kim langanam karyamatah brahmanam iti atra samshayah. So ityaha brahmyastu mrudalangayet yuktva vadesha kaladi balasta anupachare. So whenever a patient of Brahmana is admitted in our hospitals, generally we do not jump into do certain activities. So then generally what we do is Mrudu Langana is done before going for Brahmana. So here also many times whenever we think that it should not be done, but here it is done like this. So most of the patients who are admitted, so either they are having some ama involvement, so or like that. So then we will think of adding those treatment modalities like Mrudu Langana. If you do Tikshna Langana, then it will be a very different case. Mrudu Langana is an opt in these conditions. So then application of Samanya Vishesha is there for identification of the disease. For example, Rogascha Utseda Samanyat Adhimamsa Arbudadayah. So in certain conditions, Utseda, we see Utseda Samanya and we identify the disease. So similarly, in the same context, in Charaka Samhita it is told Ta eva aparisankhya vidyamana bhavantihi rujavarna samuthana sthana samsthana namabihi vyavastha karanam teshu yathastuleshu sangraha. So the Prakriti Samanya is to be kept in mind for understanding the Vikara. So moving further, classification of the disease. Also we use Samanya Vishesha Siddhanta, Tatra Vikaraha, Samanyaja, Nanatmajascha, Tatra Samanyaja, Purvam Ashtodariye Vyakhyatha, Nanatmajanstu Iha, Adhyaye Anu Vyakhyashyamaha. So like this. So whenever we see this, even during the narration of the disease, Samanya and Vishesha is kept. Even during the treatment of the disease, Samanya and Vishesha is kept in mind. In many places, Samanya Vishesha is kept in mind. So it is not only finished here. We are applying the Samanya Vishesha even in understanding the drug. For example, we get the Amla Gana, Amla Rasa, Amla Dravya Gana. Isn't it? No, in Charaka Samhita, Sutrasthana, 26th chapter. So after explaining various discussion about rasa, Madhura rasa dravyas are explained. Their guna karmas are explained. Similarly, amla, katu, etc. All 6 rasas are explained. If we take an example of amla rasa. So here rasa based classification is done. What is rasa? Rasa is a guna. Guna based dravyas are explained. For example, Amla Rasa Dravyas are Jambira, Naranga, like this. So many Dravyas are there. So, Amla Rasa Dravyas are having some Guna Karma. So, these Guna Karmas, Amlo Rasam Bhaktam Rochayati, generally, Samanyatah Amla Rasa Dravyas are Bhaktarochaka, Agni Deepaka, Paridahati, Kantamuro Hridayam cha, like this. So much description is given. So understanding that dravya, so suppose we think that we will go to another country or another place where we do not know one particular dravya, and we are getting a chance to eat that dravya, and that dravya is having amla rasa. So then easily we can think that, okay, already our acharyas have explained amla rasa dravya, amla rasa guna karma. So then we can apply there also. Okay, this is amla rasa dravya, then it is going to do the bhaktarochana, agni deepana, like this. So there comes the role, because it is not possible for the acharya to explain each and every dravya, each and every disease, each and every treatment modality. It is not possible, because learning time is limited. So we learn all these things based on the Samanya Vishesha only. Whatever is taught in our BMS curriculum, it is based on Samanya Vishesha Siddhant only. And we rely more upon that even during our chikitsa also. So here is an example. Rasaviri Vipakanam Samanyam Yatra Lakshate Visheshaha Karmanam cha eva Prabhavaha Tasya Sasmrataha. So Vishesha Karma Prabhava is a Vishesha Karma. Special understanding is based on the Prabhava. See, common understanding is based on Rasa, Virya, Vipaka. This Rasa is going to act like this, we know. This Virya is going to act like this. This Vipaka is going to act like this. But Prabhava is something which is Vishesha, which is different from the other three. So similar is the case in understanding our Samhitas. For example, understanding Ahara Dravya. So if Acharyas has to narrate all Ahara Dravya, it will be very lengthy. So what they did is they made some Varga. 12 Vargas have been made. And these Vargas, under these Vargas, different Dravyas have been kept. And their Samanya Guna Karmas have been explained. So many Vargas are there. So based on this common characteristic feature of Varga, for example, Atha Madhya Varga. If we take Madhya Varga is having certain characteristic features. Prakritya, Madhyam, Amla, Ushna, Amlam cha Uktam Vipakatah, Amla Vipaka, Sarvam Samanyaha Tasya, Vishesha Upadekshate. So all type of Madhya is having some characteristic features. It does not mean that there is no difference. Even in that Madhya Varga, there are different varieties told. Those varieties have some Vishesha. So when we understand this, our understanding of Samanya Vishesha will be very deeper. Then similarly here also Guru, Laghu, Shita, Ushna, Snigdha, Rukshadhinam, Dravyanam, Samanya Visheshabhyam, Vriddhiraso, Yatha Uktam, Gurubihi, Abhyasyamanaihi, Gurunam, Upachayo Bhavati, Apachayo Laghunam. So like this, if we continuously use Guru Dravyas, then Guru Dravya will increase in our body, Guru Guna will increase in our body, then certainly it is responsible for Upachaya in our body. Similarly, if we use Laghu Dravyas, Laghu Guna will increase in our body, and similarly, Apachaya is in our body. So similarly, the other things are to be kept in mind. So we can analyze the dravyas based on Pruthivyadi, Prithvi up if it is there, or Akasha it is there, Vayu Akasha it is there, Teja it is there. So generally we use this Prithvi and up for Kapha dosha, Teja Mahabhuta for Pitta dosha, and the Vayu and Akasha for Vata dosha. Based on that, we can make some modulations. We can apply Samanya Vishesha and can do the increase or decrease. Select such a dravya or ahara or vihara which can make some changes, either increase or decrease. So with this, I try to present and so I'm over here. Thank you for the patient listening. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this very informative session. I hope everybody has enlightened with the minute things of the Samanya Vishesha Siddhanta. So I welcome the queries henceforth. There is a query in chat box. Every Vichitra Pratyarabdha is example of Vishesh. Is the doubt of?
I think not necessary. Usually, Vichitra Pratyarabdha is an example of Vishesha.
Okay, thank you, sir.
We have to calculate based on the increase or decrease. That's all.
Yes. Yeah, Prajakta, you can unmute yourself and ask the query.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes.
हाँ सर, सर आपने ये बताया कि हमें स्निग्धत्व बढ़ गया है बॉडी में, ऐसा नहीं कहना चाहिए। तो मतलब हमें उसको किस तरीके से एड्रेस करना चाहिए पर्टिकुलरली?
Snigdha guna has increased in the body.
In dhatu or in mattam, right?
Yes, yes. Wherever we are using, we should not use rukshatva guna like this. Rukshatva is samanya. Rukshatva, just simply think, rukshatva is a samanya which is present in all ruksha dravyas. Snigdhatva is a samanya which is present in all snigdha dravyas. Isn't it? Now, if we use any snigdha dravya to treat ruksha, isn't it? No? So then we should say that snigdha has increased in the body. Generally, all Ayurveda or many such Ayurveda doctors or whenever they are having sambhasha, whenever they are talking to another Ayurveda person, we generally use this. Snigdhatva will increase, rukshatva will increase like this. But technically, if you speak, then it is wrong. That's all. Generally, people are using.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Any other queries?
Can I ask?
Yes, yes.
सर आपने वो प्रिंसिपल ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट में एग्जांपल दिया था कि गुरु यूज ट्रीटमेंट फॉर ग्रहण।
जी जी,
वो आप थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लेन करेंगे?
Here in this slide, or I think 1 minute. Just here, Gurucha Tarpanam Sthule Viparite. This one.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So this is taken from Ashtanga Hridaya Sutrasthana. So where actually what happens is a Sthula Purusha is there. In that Sthula Purusha, Langana should be done. Isn't it? No? But if we select Langana, for Langana, if you use Lagudravyas, if you ask the person to consume Lagudravyas, that Lagudravya will be digested very quickly because the Stula person has a Tikshnagni. So if the Stula person has Tikshnagni, then that Lagudravya will be very easily getting digested very quickly, and he wants some more food. So we are trying to search such a Guru Dravya because Guru Dravya will try to act upon that Tikshnagni.
Yes, sir.
So we are trying to find a middle way. we are trying to use that Guru Dravya, but that Guru Dravya should not be doing Tarpana. It should be doing Apatarpana.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Usually what happens, no, or many of the Guru Dravyas, most of the Guru Dravyas are doing Tarpana only, not doing Apatarpana.
Yes, sir.
In many places, this problem comes. For example, in Amavata. Both Ama is also there, Vata is also there. Isn't it? No, we are trying to make a middle way there.
Yes, sir.
Based on the stages, if Ama is more, then we will give treatment to Ama. And we should never forget Avata then. Similarly, if Vata is more, then we are not forgetting the Ama also. We are trying to get a middle way out of it.
Yes, sir. So is there any examples for such Guru Dravyas?
Of course, so many Dravyas are there.
Okay.
We are giving in our this one also, whenever a patient is admitted for obesity treatment, we are in our diet also, for example, yavar roti, etc. Like not using any oil for that roti.
Okay.
Isn't it? No, that is also, these are all simple and small measures which can make us to think about Samanya Vishesha.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
थैंक यू सर।
Yes.
कार्यक्रम में आगे समापन के लिए मैं वैद्य संतोष जी गटने सर को आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगी। वैद्य संतोष जी गटने सर सचिव आरोग्य भारती पश्चिम महाराष्ट्र प्रांत तथा महाराष्ट्र आरोग्य विज्ञान विद्यापीठ नासिक के सीनियर सदस्य हैं तथा स्थायी समिति के सदस्य भी है। सर पुणे स्थित आयुर्वेद चिकित्सक एवं आयुर्वेद औषध निर्माता है। ओवर टू यू सर।
सभी को नमस्कार। इन वैशेषिक दर्शन के अनुसार जो 6 पदार्थ है उसमें से वैसे व्यक्तियों का भी वर्गीकरण इसी दृष्टि से हो सकता है और हम सब जो यहाँ इकट्ठा हुए हैं यह सारे लोग पूरे समाज में पूरे देश में कुछ विशेष व्यक्ति हुए। विशेष इसलिए है कि हम सब कुछ ऐसे गिने चुने लोग हैं कि जो अपने शास्त्र से जुड़े हुए हैं, जो शास्त्र आयुर्वेद का शास्त्र है, इसीलिए हम सब विशेष हैं। लेकिन हम सब विशेष व्यक्तियों का एक और विशेषता है, एक विशेष गुण है। वह गुण है कि हम सारे लोग सेवा के लिए उद्यत हुए हुए, यह विशेषता हमारी है। और हम सब विशेष व्यक्तियों में यह सेवा का गुण है, सेवा भाव जो है हमारे मन में, हृदय में, मस्तिष्क में भरा हुआ, यह हमारा एक सामान्य गुण है। और हम सबका एक विशेष व्यक्तियों का आपस में यही एक समवाय भी है। जो सामान्य जन है वह हम सब से एक अपेक्षा लगाए हुए है कि हम सब विशेष व्यक्ति उनके लिए कुछ करें। और यह करने के लिए आप सभी के लिए आरोग्य भारती का माध्यम उपलब्ध है। तो सारे आप सब विशेष व्यक्तियों को एक विनती है, आह्वान है कि आरोग्य भारती द्वारा जो यह सेवा का यज्ञ शुरू हुआ है, इस यज्ञ में आप सब अपने ज्ञान की आहुति अर्पण करें और यह ज्ञान पूरे समाज में फैलाए। इस विनती के साथ मेरा यह कथन पूर्ण करता हूं। धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू सर। कार्यक्रम में उपस्थित सभी का
Hello. Before we end, I should acknowledge or I should thank.
Yes, sir.
Just 1 minute, madam. I will be grateful to all the members of Arogya Bharati who are conducting this Ayurveda Abhyasanam and who have called me for this for taking a small lecture. So whatever I knew, I tried to present, and keeping in view that this presentation was more focused on I think UG students and a little bit to PG students. I hope I have done my job. So thank you one and all.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I want to thank Dr. Vaidya Deepak Kumar sir, Dr. Chetan sir, Vaidya Santosh ji Katne sir, Dr. Manoj Kumar Chaudhary sir, and all the team of the Arogya Bharati Paschim Maharashtra Prant. And thanks to all the listeners. At the end of the session, I would like to invite my student Arya for the Shanti part. Over to you, Arya.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ओम शांति शांति शांति।